Assalamu alaikum, yeah. So, I want to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Salman Siddiq bin Aludin. My place of residence is in Taman Chingang, Jalan Datuk Kumbar, Alustar, Kedah. First of all, I want to tell you about the story of Uwais Al-Qarni. Now, mother is someone who has a very noble place in Islam. Therefore, a very shield is obligated to be devoted to his parents. A child should not scold a parent, let alone disobey him. If a child disobeys his parents, especially the mother, then God will curse the person until he apologizes to his mother and repents to God. Devotion to the elderly has been taught and exemplified by early Muslims. Even when a person is devoted to both his parents, it means he has also been devoted to Allah and His Messenger. Speaking of glorifying mothers, let us all learn from one of the companions of the Prophet. This young man had never met the Prophet. This young man was a pure young man living on the outskirts of Yemen. His name was Uwais Al-Qarni. Uwais Al-Qarni was a young man who was not famous, pure, and had a skin disease. No one knew him, and even his name was never known. But he is a young man who was once mentioned by the Prophet ﷺ as a young man who is very loved by God and famous in heaven. Because of God's love for him, it was because he was obedient and respected his mother, who was paralyzed. One time, was asked permission from his mother to go to Medina in order to release his longing for the Prophet. The mother gave him permission to leave, but on the condition that after meeting the Prophet, he quickly returned home because his mother was ill. After a very long journey, Was did not find Rasulullah in his house because he was leading to war. Although his longing for Rasulullah was great, Was quickly returned home for his mother's sake. He only left a message for Siti Aisha. Then, on other occasion, the mother asked Was to take her on a pilgrimage. Was did not want to refuse, even though there were a poor family. With all his strength, he carried his palace's mother to make a pilgrimage to the house. Although he had never met the Prophet, Rasulullah seemed to know the poor young man well. He praised Uwais by saying to the older companions, he said, once upon a time, when you meet him, as for his prayers and istighfar, he is the inhabitant of the heavens, not the pupil of the earth. A conclusion the story, because of his sincere devotion to his mother, made the name of Uwais Al-Qarni famous in heaven, even though on earth there was nobody. Okay, this is just the story I brought. Thank you.